This video is about the formation of stalactites and stalagmites in limestone caves.
Stalagmites and stalactites are huge crystals that grow deep in caves all over the world. These are stalactites. They hang from the ceiling. These are stalagmites. They grow from the ground.
Today we're going to tell you about minerals and rocks, show you how caves are made, how rainwater gets into caves, what happens to rainwater drips, more about limestone, bring it all together to show how stalagmites and stalactites are made.
Our Earth is full of rocks, minerals and chemicals. Think of the rocks and minerals as God's treasure, buried under the ground.
One of those treasures is called limestone, which is a type of rock.
Millions of years ago,
The Earth was changing a lot. Sometimes limestone formed in areas such as the mountain in our model shown. Also, as part of the changing Earth and climate, huge lakes and rivers formed around these limestone areas, just like in our model. The water from the lakes and rivers went deep in the ground and broke apart and swept away some limestone rock. Over more millions of years, the rivers and lakes dried up, just leaving holes in the ground that we call caves.
Next, I need to tell you how rainwater gets into caves. See our model here of a cave buried deep in the earth under soil and limestone. Rain falls on the ground high above the cave. It slowly goes down through the soil and limestone and drips into the cave. These drips are what will eventually make the stalactites and stalagmites.
Now that we have told you how caves are made and how drips get into the caves, we are going to tell you something special about the drips before they reach the cave. As the rainwater goes through the soil, it picks up little chemicals from the limestone. What do we mean by picking up little tiny chemicals? Well, I need to tell you one more thing about the limestone. Limestone is alive. Well, sort of. It is made out of shells and bones of long dead creatures like dinosaurs. Where do you come from? All those shells and bones mixed together make a chemical called calcium carbonate. Let's just call it calcium. We've now told you how caves are made, how rainwater soaks into the ground, goes through the limestone, picks up some calcium and becomes a drip at the top of the cave ready to make a stalactite or a stalagmite. Let's take a closer look at the drips.
Imagine this is a drip at the top of a cave and a yellow balloon is the calcium. As the drip dries up or falls to the ground, a tiny speck of calcium is left behind to make a stalactite. The drips that fall to the ground also dry up and leave a tiny bit of calcium on the ground to make a stalagmite.
As seen in our model, after millions of drips and millions of specks of calcium, a little stalactite starts to grow. In real life, a stalactite this size would take 100 years to grow, and 100,000 years to grow a cave like this.
In 2015, we visited limestone caves in Buchan, and this is the picture I drew afterwards. These caves inspired me and Dominic to do this project.
we hope you've enjoyed this video on stalagmites and stalactites.
We hope you've learned a lot. Thanks for watching.